Alright, let's take a look at how to do number 10 using Minitab. We want to test the claim about a population mean at the given level of significance using the sample statistics. We're told that the claim is a mean equal to 50. So if our mean is equal to 50, then that means our alternative hypothesis is going to have to be not equal to 50 because our alternative can never have an equal sign in it. So our only two options are equal and not equal. So this is going to be our only option, B. So let's see, I'm just doing a preview here so I can check my answer. The next part of the problem asks us to calculate the standardized test statistic. And Minitab can do all of that for us. It's also going to ask me to calculate my critical value. But I'm going to go ahead and show the completed problem because I want to show you how Minitab can just give it to me all at once, give me all of my results all at once. And this is what you can do as well. You can't show the completed problem, but once you pull up a problem like this, you can just complete the whole thing in Minitab and then enter the results as needed. So I have the ability to do this from the instructor's side. So what I can do is I can just go into Minitab and enter in this information. I am going to be using testing the claim about a mean, and since I have an n greater than 30, I'm going to be using the z distribution. So you're going to go under Stat, Basic Statistics, One Sample Z, and once that's open, then that's where you're going to enter in your information. I have information from another problem already in there. Normally this would just open up blank. Let me get this to where it would look like when you open it up. Okay, and so this is what it's going to look like. Let me get it so we can see everything here. Okay, so our sample size is given, and that's up here, n equals 57. So we're going to have n equals 57. Our mean, and that's the mean of your sample, not your claimed mean. That's the mean of your sample. So that's going to be the mean that's over here. That's x bar of 49.1. Your standard deviation is given, 3.89. And then we want to tell Minitab to perform that hypothesis test because that's what we're actually doing. Now the hypothesized mean is your claim. That's what we're claiming, that's what we're testing. And we need to tell mean that that's what it's comparing the sample against. That's kind of the bar against which it's comparing everything to. So the hypothesized mean is 50. And then you need to go under options and you need to tell it what your alternative value is, what that inequality is. And in this case it's not equal. Your confidence level is going to be in terms of 96%, 95%. But in my stat lab they've given it to you in terms of alpha. So it's alpha equals 0.09, so you just need to convert that into 90 something or 80 something, whatever that relates to. So this is going to be 91%. And then you're going to click OK. And after you click OK there, you're going to click OK again. And Minitab is going to give you everything you need. It's going to give it to you right here. See how it gives you your standardized test statistic of negative 1.75, which is what you have right here. Here's your standardized test statistic of negative 1.75. That's what my stat lab was looking for. It also gives you your p-value for later when you're not doing rejection region. If you're doing the p-value approach, your p-value will also already be there for you. But in this case it's doing critical value approach, which no problem, Minitab can do that as well. Go back in under graph probability distribution plot, which we learned back I believe in weeks 5 and 6. Go under view probability, and what we want to know is what critical values are lopping off that 91% in the middle. We want to know what z-scores are lopping that off. So we want to know what alpha value of 0.09 is there. So we want to tell it to tell us what z-scores are chopping off that 0.09 on either side, and it's going to divide it by 2. You don't need to do that. So you just put that 0.09 in there, and look what it does for us. It gives us the z-score that is on either side, those critical values right there, and it rounds it to negative 1.69, and which is, or negative 1.70, which is just what it wants. And then all you need to do is come down here and determine whether to reject or fail to reject HO. So since your negative 1.75 falls over here in this red value, if you were to mark it on the curve, if you were to make a dot on this number line on the bottom, the negative 1.75 would be over here to the left. It would be over here in the red region of this curve. Then it's in the rejection region. So we're going to reject HO and say at the 9% significance level there is enough evidence to reject the claim. And you can use that flow chart that I gave you to determine how to word your claim.